Hello, welcome or welcome back to Italian.oraculum. I'm Danilo, and I recently realized that I'm not at the level I would like to be with Sibilla style decks when it comes to my readings. So I wanted to use maybe a couple, maybe a few more videos to kind of practice. And of course, I'm going to go without a, a set of specific questions for someone in particular. So if you want to know what's going to come up in your future when it comes to your job, when it comes to your love life, or your future in general, your fortune, please keep on watching. I have already shuffled the deck. I'm going to cut and take a look. We have the room and fortuna, with the keyword being a surprising news and success and triumph. Here it's written if upright, so essentially is a triumph or a failure depending on the position. Now I don't do reversals with this deck, with any of my decks to be honest. So I'm going to see this as a change of some sort, as a chance to change. And in this room I see some sort of isolation with this surprising news, this surprise factor, something new coming in, and it's something that we can use to either change our situation for better or for worse. Now, I'm not going to place piles and have you choose. I'm just going to call the theme for you, and you can take in consideration the cards that you are interested in, or all of them if you would like a more generic reading. So I'm going to start with a love relationship couple oriented reading. And we have a peculiar situation because sorry for the glare, but these cards are mildly reflective. I'll try to keep my hand here and hide it. So we have the travel, the servant, and the married woman. The unexpected event, the warning slash enemy, and the jealousy and perfidia is a little bit like wickedness. So essentially another word for evil, which means that in your relationship is going to come some disturbance because of other people, false friends, the servant, which is actually an enemy, and a warning is someone that reveals themselves to be not as helpful, not as worthy of your trust as you initially thought. And the married woman with these two bad keywords essentially is the figure of the envious person because essentially they have a situation that from the outside could be seen as beautiful and settled and stable, but they are unsatisfied with it. They want more, they want something different, and they see in others the problem. They see in others something they want, something they want to have, maybe want to steal. So again, because this is a reading for your love life, this travel is a change. We saw that there was going to be a change in the cutting of the deck, in the cut, sorry, and apparently this change is going to show you the true colors of people in your life. You are going to be sort of tested. You could be hurt or lied to or cheated on or in some way manipulated by these people, so you need to be more careful. This servant person is a false ally, false friend. They could be helpful at least up to a point while staying in a specific place, while dealing with specific situations, but they shouldn't be the person you go for every advice in every situation with every problem. They shouldn't be the person you open yourself with, not completely. They could have a useful role in your life, but they have to stay in a specific place. And this married woman is again a person, now aside the gender connotation, a person that apparently has a good life, a good situation. Again, we are talking love life, but apparently they are dissatisfied with it. They are going to be envious of your situation, and they are going to maybe give you the wrong advice on purpose, or they are going to be negative about it. This could be bad for you because you could get influenced by their attitude, or you could be essentially facing a situation where they try to steal your other half, essentially. So whether it is a relationship you are already in or a relationship that is going to come in the future, be careful with these people. Now, if it is already existing, this could be friends, this could be friends of friends, this could be people that know you as a couple. If you are single right now, one of these two people is going to be the person that's trying to get near you, or they could be the same person. So someone dissatisfied with their love life that presents themselves as someone helpful, someone supporting, trying to get to you, and then actually being potentially a negative person and even a damaging one. So it is a relationship to avoid. If you can, they could be someone that already has a relationship. Maybe they say they are taking a break, or they have broken up, but the other person is still in their life somehow. They could say they're fighting, there's nothing there when it comes to the feelings, but for some reason they could still be seen as a couple. So avoid all of this. This travel situation is something you do to meet these people, but it can also be something you should do away from these people or this person once you meet them. Now, That being said, let's go to the workplace job situation when it comes to your future, and we have the lightness, money, and let's say happiness, with disloyalty, and azzardo is when you take a risk, essentially. Renewal, good future, good news, and an engagement. So essentially in your job you are going to thinking about the cut, so the fortune, which is a change for the better or for worse, from the room, which is some sort of isolated starting point. You are going to take a risk, you are going to maybe be a victim of this disloyalty because you don't take it with the necessary seriousness, you're not careful enough, essentially, but you bounce back from it. Essentially you are going to have a new wave of workflow, maybe some new clients or new collaborators, maybe a new job, or maybe your workplace is going to be better because you have more customers. It depends on your situation. You're going to find a job. So this initial situation, which presents me with a little bit of your own fault of being not serious enough when it comes to your job, your work life, or not paying it enough attention, or maybe someone that takes advantage of you. Again, it's going to go better, and after this initial betterment is going to present you with some sort of news, some sort of new information which is good for you. It could be easily a new collaboration, of course, when it comes to the keyword engagement. When it speaking about your job, we are not talking about a couple situation, we are talking about a partnership with your job. So again, a stable, important client, faithful client, or a new employer which is more worthy of your trust, or a new colleague which is a good, a useful, a positive presence in your work life. Whatever it is, there is a betterment coming. Once you realize you have been maybe let down by someone that took advantage of you because you were sort of certain everything was going to be fine and everything was going to be as they promised, and you didn't really pay attention to the details. But there are going to be better things coming, both from a money point of view and from a collaboration on the workplace point of view. Now a more generic fortune. So if the matter depresses you the most right now, it's not really love or work oriented, take these in consideration more than the others. Again, let's try to hide the annoying glare. So we have the widower, the old lady, and love. So regrets and distancing, going away when someone leaves, essentially. Travel and a visit. Novelty, something new, and it's not like being insecure. Inquietudine is more of a sort of anxiety type of emotion. And so essentially what I see is a bad moment, situation, some sort of loss, whether it is a person leaving your life, whether it is a situation closing, whether it is a situation you miss, an opportunity you miss, or whatever, and you essentially are going to be sort of left behind, a little bit like this old lady sitting on her chair, looking out of the window but not participating to whatever is going on outside, and the need to change this, and maybe the arrival of something or someone new, because you wait and therefore the change arrives. Again, let's not forget the cut of this reading. And love, at the end, I see it as something new, something that's going to make you feel a little bit unstable maybe. So it's a new, you have to react, that is going to be involving pretty heavily your emotional sphere. So you're not necessarily going to be able to plan and act and react with your head and with the best of your awareness. Your heart is going to be involved, especially because of what could happen next. So it's going to be good, it's going to be bad, what can I do to make it good? Essentially, your generic future, your generic fortune, again, whatever it is, the situation you would have liked to ask me, but wasn't really a couple or a work situation, seems to go from bad to potentially good and still new. So let's say it is good if you live it in the best way possible, if you do what you should. And in the middle we have this sort of attitude of staying there and wait, which is what essentially cost you this moment of loss, this moment of regret, and you need to pick up the pieces, you need to essentially pull yourself together and be more active in your life. So when this love, whatever it is, even if it's not again a relationship situation, but a potential promise of a new happiness of any kind, if you stop being a spectator in your own life, you start living it, you are going to be able to live this situation, this occasion, this new element in the best way. But it's up to you. In fact, the fortune, as in fortuna in the cat, was a neutral card, was a change for the better or for the worse. Thanks for watching. As always, I remind you that subscription to my channel is totally free for you. It's just a way for the channel to be helped, keep existing. It's just a way for my videos to be sort of shown to other people on YouTube, as it is your engagement with the videos, with the comments and likes, which are always appreciated. If you look at the description of the video, you're going to find my email address if you want to book a reading. In that case, I remind you that it is behind a payment fee. And also you are going to find my handle of Instagram if you want to follow me there as well. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye.